Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. Watson off play action. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Watson now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goedert. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At their own 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Again, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and 2, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Going for it with Sanders. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On second down, it's Jordan. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Watson. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a first down throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll find Bateman once more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll bite, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options. And while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with a hometown on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And some room to work.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 36-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
That's out quickly to Bateman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Smith.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally...
There he goes, left side. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 52 the line. Check 52.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off of play action, it's Watson.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Faking the give, now Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
93 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.